You learned about the definition of the integration. Then Ralph also took you through the 4 business processes, for example, lead to cash. And also he explained how Intelligence Suite runs agile and integrated processes and how our customers can deploy on industry cloud either SAP solutions or partner vertical solutions. So, and in today's session, I will go through with you some common challenges that our customers are having and how SAP Business Technology Platform data to value can solve those challenges. Then we talk about what we mean by data to value and also data to value formula. And then I will guide you through a demo. So let's get started. You have all seen how data has become an important instrument in the global fight against the pandemic. We see the healthcare workers, governments, communities coming together to track data and really try to stop the spread of this virus. Therefore, reliable and timely data is very crucial in these circumstances. And also for businesses, because businesses, they need quality and they need timely data in times like these, because they are constantly, consumer behavior, for example, are constantly changing in those times. However, the reality is that most companies, they still struggle to turn their data into business value. You've heard also from my colleague Florian and Ralph that IT environments are very complex. And in fact, 74% of companies say that their data landscape is too complex, that it limits their agility. And according to a recent study by Forrester, only 8% have become data-driven leaders and truly agile. So you may ask, so what? Well, those who actually succeed at becoming data-driven are achieving competitive advantage. According to Forrester, these companies are 2.8 times more likely to report double-digit year-over-year growth and 1.6 times more likely to report business agility. So the question remains, why is it still so complicated to leverage data and analytics across the organization? Well, there are several reasons, but first of all, data silos are certainly to blame. Data is locked into diverse enterprise applications, data marts, it's in the cloud and on-premise landscapes. So, and without the business logic and no single source of truth of data, it is very difficult to extract value from data that is in siloed. Secondly, the people. So traditionally, the access to data and analytics has been limited to small number of highly trained individuals. Very often these individuals are in IT departments. However, IT, they are overwhelmed with all the requests that they get from the business, from the board, from the front office, and therefore they are just overwhelmed with all the requests and cannot really deliver. Thirdly, time is of course the essence. We need to make sure that we get those results faster. So, but unfortunately, the IT still spends a lot of time just consolidating those data sources. But let's get back to the actual core of this unit. What do we exactly mean by data to value? So in simple terms, data to value, what it enables customers to perform all necessary steps in order to make sense of a data in the business context, and ultimately provide those insights that allows them to take decisions with confidence. So how do we achieve that ultimate value from data? Well, it starts with a holistic understanding of data value creation and the 3 factors this requires. So the first one here is volume. Volume, it's all about the ability to process and store large amount of data, either in data lake, disk, or data lakes, or in memory. The second one here is the quality and the semantics of the data, because low quality data cannot provide us high quality results. So a strong definition of data is required to allow everyone to use it. The third and the last factor here is usage. Here it is about putting data to use and deriving richness out of the insights, so that anyone can take decisions with confidence. And at SAP, we often have this conversation that, of course, each of those factors are very important on its own. The true power comes the way in which they amplify each other. And at SAP, we put this equation also into practice with our database, data management, and analytics portfolio of Business Technology Platform. So the portfolio consists of solutions on the cloud, but also on premise. And let's start here with the volume. So data of any size can be managed via SAP HANA and SAP HANA Cloud, which the latter is cloud native, high performance database as a service. And I will want to give you an example of a customer here. One of the largest European e-commerce company for fashion just went live with S/4HANA on a 12 terabyte HANA instance. And this company, they have 32 million articles in their system, and they process 20,000 sales orders per minute. And they won't stop here. They have actually in total 17 petabyte of data that they want to also include in the use case. And of course, this is an example out of many. We have around over 53,000 direct and indirect customers using SAP HANA today. Let's move to the quality. So with SAP Data Intelligence, customers can orchestrate and transform their disjointed data assets. Data intelligence also allows to connect with open source so that any customers can also scale their machine learning projects at enterprise level. The quality of the data and bringing it together from diverse sources, either it is SAP or non-SAP sources, is managed via SAP Data Warehouse Cloud. And Data Warehouse Cloud, what it does, it really empowers the entire business with the easy collaborative self-service modeling. And its drag and drop feature, which I love, allows any business users to build their own data models. And this definitely lowers the burden on IT. We also leverage in the quality the SAP One Domain model that provides us the basis of a consistent view on master data across the entire hybrid landscapes. And then, of course, the usage. This is one of the requirements of Business Technology Platform, the ease of use. SAP Analytics Cloud is a one cloud solution that allows customers to do their business intelligence, planning, and also predictive in one cloud solution. So any business users are able to analyze and visualize their data. And with this portfolio, this is part of the SAP Business Technology Platform 2 pillars. It is the database and data management pillar, as well as analytics pillar. And going further from here, this platform, data to value, covers the entire data journey. And this really allows customers to be able to access and manage their any data set, any type of data, and any size of data. It also brings together their IT and their business into kind of collaborative way. And this is great because it lowers the burden on IT. And thirdly, this portfolio extends from on-premise to clouds, so that the customers can really take benefit from both worlds and decide what kind of setup works best for them. Either it is only on-prem or cloud, or it's a combination of kind of a hybrid setup. So with that, I would like to now go to the demonstration. So in this following demo, I will walk you through the financial analytics dashboards. We are going to analyze the impact of the pandemic on the financial as well as workforce performance of a sports retailer. Data here is actually coming from S/4HANA for finance data, and HR data is coming from SuccessFactors. And the target audience of this dashboard is the office of the CFO, who needs to, in real time, they need to monitor this kind of information, but also act accordingly, especially in the times like this, where you can imagine how the consumer behaviors have changed drastically because of the lockdowns and physical stores being closed. So let's take a closer look. So the dashboard here is actually divided into 3 sections. We have KPI overview, we have financial performance, and workforce performance. In the KPI overview, we can see 6 key indicators that includes margin, gross profit, total revenue, etc. And here, actually, what we can already see is that our operating margin has actually decreased over the last year. However, profit and revenue is increasing. So let's take a closer look at the fiscal year here. What we can see here is that Q2 for profit and also revenue has taken a huge drop. However, it seems like it has recovered for Q3. This revenue drop is probably related to the pandemic and its consequences, such as the lockdowns as well as economic uncertainties. Let's take a look at the second tab. So in this second tab, we're going to see a detailed information around the company's performance and loss, as well as its balance sheet, to analyze the financial position of the company. What we can see here as a kind of top 5 revenue, we see that 2018 and 2019, company stores were really the main revenue streams. However, in 2020, e-commerce has overcome significantly and company stores have dropped quite a bit. So this really shows us that customer behaviors have changed. So this information is very, very relevant for a CFO who has to report on these results to the rest of the company. Now let's take a look at the workforce performance. This workforce performance data model is coming from SAP Data Warehouse Cloud. What we can see here is that our total workforce cost ratio is increasing. What is kind of alarming here is that our office expense have increased significantly. And this is probably because a lot of our employees are working from home and they require to order their office equipment at home. So that's for the dashboard part. Now let's take a look at how the underlying models have been built with SAP Data Warehouse Cloud. SAP Data Warehouse Cloud, with its powerful capabilities of semantics as well as data layer, was used here to combine data assets from S/4HANA and SuccessFactors. So what SAP Analytics Cloud does, it connects to these models from here in a federated mode. Therefore, there is no need to replicate or collect data in the first place. And let's take a look at the Explorer, where we can see the full repository of all models we have in our Data Warehouse Cloud solution. In the Explorer, what we can do is get information of which data is used in the analytical data set. We can get information about the semantics as well as models being created. Let's take a look at the data lineage section. This shows us all the views that were used for this scenario. The lineage section also demonstrates the complexity behind the data coming from multiple cloud solutions. And here actually you can see what are the ones, the views are coming from financial system, which ones are coming from our HR system in SuccessFactors. And here actually the model leverages the data builder of Data Warehouse Cloud. The data builder, we can actually see the views as well as tables that are being consumed. And that's a place also where we are going to do all the access. We're going to do the cleansing, harmonization, and integration. And this is the graphical view that you currently see, but there is also a scripting editor available for Data Warehouse Cloud Data Builder. And Data Warehouse Cloud, it simplifies the whole process of performing this analysis across multiple cloud systems by also utilizing the one domain model as the basis of the SAP Intelligence Suite. Now let's get back to the unit. And with this demo, I would like to end today's session. Let me summarize the most important points again. We discussed the most common challenges that our customers are having. We also clarify what we mean by data to value. We talked about data value formula and the factors it requires, such as volume, quality, and usage. And then we discussed also the benefit of Business Technology Platform data and analytics portfolio, such as customers are able to access and manage any type of data that they have, any size. They can also bring together their IT and business, and they can really benefit from both worlds of on-premise as well as cloud. Thank you for participating in this session. In the coming unit, my colleague Diana will walk you through the third business scenario, which is extensibility. It was my pleasure today to guide you through data to value, and I hope that information was interesting for you. Thank you so much.